Hi guys, so welcome back, and we are going to do a part 3 today. If you can notice from the last picture, the last time I've done a little bit more since. I've added a few more strokes into the fur and a few more details with my 2H mechanical pen Faber-Castell. 2H is light pencil. Well, yeah, the lightest of the hard that you can get. So I've just been putting in the fur strokes and then taking them out again, really just really concentrating on my reference picture now. Now I've got all of those under layers under, I can concentrate on getting in the detail on the top. Like my husband said the other day, it would be good if we could have a picture of the dog, you know, in the corner itself for you to see what I'm doing. Then you know, yeah, I think it's a good idea. But anybody knows how I can do that, please leave a comment below and let me know, because I'm stumped how to add a photograph onto the video. So yeah, just adding in these hairs, these really fine hairs that wisp up and away here. They just, you shouldn't really blow your paper, believe it or not. You do blow little particles of moisture onto your paper that way, doing that. So you can accidentally sometimes like lodge a smudge or something by blowing. So I would recommend using one of these, which is a Langnickel brush. I think it's horsehair, but it just like, it's just so soft. It's really soft to touch, and with dead soft bristles, and just flick it over, get rid of any unnecessary debris. Right, and just put in some details in here. Really, I want to get onto this second eye if we can. There is so much detail and so much time to one dog. It's so difficult to fit it into 1 hour. So rather than do all the detail and everything on camera, which I don't know whether I should do, or just get to the main bits and do them again, because I haven't finished this left eye yet. So with this left eye now, we do need to finish it more. What you can use is a Faber-Castell Polychromo, wax-based colour pencil, again from the Faber-Castell range, just a normal black. I do cheat. Well, I think every artist uses a black polychromo if you can't get your dark blacks dark enough. It is okay to use whatever is works for you, is fine to do. That's what I always say. Whatever works for you is fine to do. So I'm going to go around this now and bring the colour up to match the line that is above the highlight. He's got very, very small highlight there, but it is very small and very light. Well, very obvious anyway. So then I'm going to get my 2H mechanical, no I'm not, I'm going to get my 3H proper pencil and go through quite lightly on this part. 3H is really hard and really light. It goes all the way down to a, I think the lowest I've got is a 6H. So I'm not sure if they do a 7H or what, but I think the lowest I've got is a 6. So like my husband said, I'm going to do a video on grades, pencils and the grades, and the different textures you get with each pencil and what you can do with them and how hard they are, how soft they are, when to use them, what to use them for, stuff like that I can put into the video. So I will do a video on the pencils that I use for graphic drawings eventually. So I'm going to use this now to bring in this bit here. Then underneath here, as we said before in previous videos, he's quite dark there, so I'm going to use my Faber-Castell again to get that really dark. Oops! Pressed a little bit too hard that time. Don't break your leg there, guys, don't break your leg. Right, there's some, God, I say a lot, don't I? I hope that doesn't put people off. It's dark here as well. There's a dark line above his eye that brings that more round. Just seen next door's French bulldog. Oh my God, she is adorable. She's called Kimber. I nearly forgot them, but I saw a British bulldog this morning as well. It's called Winnie. Winnie the Pooh. I've got a Pepilla Pooh, and my next door neighbour's got a Winnie the Pooh. So just finding the dark parts of this now, and the dark bits in the coat underneath the eye, all the time watching and looking at your reference picture and putting them all in the right place. All these dark lines. My dogs are all stood up at the window trying to see what's going on because they can hear Kim next door. I don't know if you can hear them. So it's got a bit missing there, and it's a bit lighter in here, so I'll leave that bit light and put these bits dark around. And it's dark not massively pressing on at the minute with this, but slightly. And here is quite black and dark. Way up, we got some. Oh, that's nice. It's got a lovely reference on it, see? Just had a really nice message on it, see? I don't think he heard. So I'm putting all these lines in around his eyes now. Or the dark with this Faber-Castell, because they are really dark. So I want it to bounce back and contrast from all the light bits, so that they stand out and look like almost realistic if I possibly can. I get to as realistic as I can with my drawings. There is one artist on YouTube, I maybe shouldn't tell you because you might leave now and go and look at her work instead. But I can't remember what she's called now. Eva Rooney, I think she's called. Flipping heck, if I could ever draw like that. How she does it, I will never know. Just absolute phenomenal, her work. They just look like you've printed it off, and on a really good printer. I'm swapping from my to my H now. Don't you be jumping out that window. Swapping to my hard now and putting in some lighter fur hairs around the eye to bring out that eye a little bit more. And I'm gonna darken it back up under here with this H. Push all that recent HB down into the grain of the paper and make sure there's no white bits showing. Some light hairs in too. And putting in some black bits where I know there is some, where it shows on the reference photo, some darker I think I would love to draw all of my next door neighbour's dogs into one portrait. Now that would look absolutely fantastic because she's got 2 St Bernards, 2 British Bulldogs, I think she's got 1 French Bulldog and a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. So she's got like 6 dogs I think for now. I think she's planning on getting more as well. Yeah, but I'd love to draw them. They would be, just put that whisker in, don't know why I just wanted to put that in, but I did. And a whisker here as well. But we're not concentrating on that bit yet. We're going to come to this eye now. So I'm going to get my 4B mechanical pencil and I'm going to map out the area in his eye. Where the highlight is. Then there's a line coming down, another line coming down, that line goes off into the top, even though it goes round but you can't see it. But I think I'd better put it in anyway, that way. Then we've got this coming round obviously for the eyeball. The eyeball looks to be around this area. Keeping with my 4B pencil, going to mark that out as though it's a full circle, even though I think it's a little bit lighter on the bottom, but for now I'm going to mark it out as though it's a full circle. Here it comes up and then there, they're confused now, and it comes up again there. This is very confusing, this eye, because this comes around then that flicks off into that highlight, but this carries on going round. That bit's light. My dog's starting to croak. We'll have to pause it if he carries on doing that, because sounds like he needs a little bit of help. No, I think he sorted it himself. Good boy, Al. So Pep, why do you keep kicking your feet back? Don't know why he started all of a sudden kicking his feet backwards. Like, you know, like a girl dog does when she's had a wee, kicking the feet back. He started doing it on the floor, on the carpet. Just today, for some reason. So it's dark there, and I know there's carries on up here. I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it uniform for now. Goes round that way. And then there's a line inside. Just don't want to make it too thick because it's not that obvious. The white bit there. This is more trickier than the other eye. I don't know why, but it is. So that definitely carries on to that bit, and that bit carries on to that bit, but you can't see that bit really, but you can. So I'm gonna have to make it so you can see it but you can't see it. That's dark and that's quite dark, and then we've obviously got this bit coming down here and this bit leading off up into the highlight, which is where it turns round and down, and that stays in the highlight. That white bit stays in the highlight, and then around here it starts getting darker. So I'm going to put a very light layer of 4B there. Then I'm going to get my 2B pencil, Faber Castell 2B. Where is it? Why do I always lose my 2B? Give him a sharpen. Just a quick sharpen. I really need to find a way of being able to get my dogs level with the windowsill so that he can sit on the windowsill, because I don't know if you can see him. See if I can. See if we can pan the webcam around so you can have a see at what he's doing. I don't know if I can, but we'll see. No, it won't pan round enough. Oh, and now where my till's gone as well and everything. No, I can't show you, unfortunately. Right, so, right, get back to it, Mandy. Right, so we're gonna find this highlight again. It's not as bright, it's nearly as bright, but not as bright as the other one. Curves round and back down, but it's straight. And then I'm gonna start here in the corner so I can't see no start mark, and really lightly in little circular motions. I'm going to fill this whole eye bit with 2B, just inside the lines, colour inside the lines, just in tiny little circular motions. Made me jump that. Then right up to the highlight, but not touching the line you put in, because you don't want to darken that line. You want to bring it in to the same tonal value as the line you put in, basically, so you can't see the line. You just bring in the colour up so it measures the same, if that makes sense. And just going back over all the little bits of white I can see. Not hard, I'm not pressing hard at all with my pencil, even though I'm holding it quite firm and near to the end, so I've got a bit more control, so I don't go out of the line. I got a message from a lady this morning that I met in hospital. She's like me, she's like my third mum. She's absolutely adorable, and she messaged me this morning that she's been taken back in, so if you're watching, please say a prayer for Elsie. Please send out some good vibes and pray for Elsie. Right, now I'm going to get me the stipple brush. Remember the one we showed with the barely any brush on it at all? It's just a really hard brush that I've cut down to the bare minimum and I just stipple all that graphite into the paper in circular motions again, like I did before on the other eye, and like I've just done with the 2B pencil itself. Do you know, now all of a sudden my emails and Facebook started. It's not done it all morning, and now I come on recording and they start coming through. It's typical. Said I'd do an hour today, so I'm not going to do this French Bulldog without you, so don't worry. If you want to skip to the end part or skip through and not listen to half of it, then please feel free to do so. Just that you're here watching. If you are, then that's good enough for me. Okay. Oh, I can hear a lawnmower. That's lovely. I love the sound of a lawnmower. I mean, spring's coming. So I'm on a 3H pencil now, and I'm just gonna do circular motions again in this highlight. It's 3H again, like I said. It's a very hard light pencil, barely any colour to it whatsoever. I'm gonna put that highlight in there, make it more straight. I think it's a little bit too use my Tombow mono eraser and pull it out a little bit because I don't think it's wide enough. Using a rubber is not a bad thing. Don't forget, don't blow brush. Go back over that now. That's a little bit better. It's still not quite right, but I will figure it out on final stage. It takes me around 10 hours, I'd say, to do a good, what I'd call good portrait that I'd be happy to send out to somebody. It takes me about 10 hours. It used to take me a lot longer, but it doesn't now. It depends on the reference picture, really. If you've got a good reference picture, then you're flying, because it does the work for you, really. A good reference picture. Okay, using the 4B now to bring in some of these really dark eyelashes underneath his eye. They are really dark, so I'm going to bring these in, and they come all the way down here. Flick them out to the side. Actually, I need to keep that coming down there by the looks of it, because the highlight carries on down here on this one, on this eye. There's an highlight there as well. And it comes up here. And now I'm coming down now with my 4B, because this is quite dark under here, so I'm just doing small circular motions again with my 4B pencil underneath his eye, because it is dark. It's almost as dark as inside his eye, to be fair. Then I'm going to do what I did before again now with this black pen, black fine liner pen. I'm going to put in the black pen where his eyeball is. Comes under here just a little bit, and then it's quite dark all the way around. And down. I'm going to use this again here on the side of that highlight. and around. Right round this eye, because it is so very dark under here, until we get to there. And there's one in here which you can just see, so don't think, oh, you can only just about see it, so I won't bother putting it in, because every little thing, even if it's just a little dot, makes the whole world of difference sometimes. I'm going to carry on, and don't be using black pen if you're not if you're just beginning to learn to draw, because like I say, once you've used this black pen you cannot get it off, so you need to be knowing what you're doing is correct before you definitely put it in. So think on all you learners, beginners, Rome wasn't built in a day. So they say. Right, so, and then it's really dark inside this, the top of his eye, right at the very top is quite dark, and around all the way back down. And under here is dark. I don't know what's up with our Pep today, but he's restless. Right, I'm going to leave the pen alone now. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring this down. There. Like that. And then I'm going to get my 4B mechanical pencil and go around all where I put the 2B very lightly, just sort of like use it to push the 2B underneath, even though you've just used that stipple brush. You will see white bits of paper sticking out that you need to fill all those little crevices and holes with your pencil. Oh my god, it's 49 minutes gone already. See what I mean? Time flies. I'm going to go over that black ink pen. Always go over your black ink pen with pencil so that it doesn't stand out as black ink. It is covered in graphite. It just helps you get it darker quicker and deeper. I've heard something. Then I'm gonna get my, where's my blending stump gone? There she is. Gonna make my blending stump and just push some of this out into the white area. Just push and pull out, leaving a little white mark there because that's a highlight again. And I've just remembered I can't blend that because it's pen. So I am going to get HB and colour this bit in with the HB. I think HB is part of the hard range of pencils, not the soft, hard one, if you will. It's the best way I can describe it. HB is one of the most classic pencils used. It's the ones you use in the schools and stuff like that. So it's quite impossible not to be able to find a HB pencil. I'm going to come around and put some HB into this under here as well, where I'd put my 2B, just to give it that extra bit of grey glaze and to push that pencil under and into them little holes. Fill your gaps, fill your spaces and your white areas. Being a bet if I got a magnifying glass on this now, I'd still be able to see white areas. So, because I'm not pressing hard, it won't be yet. It won't be. Oops, I blew it. Right, I'm using my Faber-Castell polychromos now to bring back out this. Oh, don't sound well that no more. To bring back out this pupil. It comes all the way out into here and down. Pressing a little bit harder now because I need to be able to get that to be showing through. Because this is the final stage of the pupil. And under here is really dark too. So where I went with my black pen, I'm going to go with my black Faber-Castell polychromo. And up there, that flicks off a little bit into the bottom, so I need that to flick off a little bit. Get my 2H mechanical pencil and bring that flick in. It's like a little, it goes up. just pushing all that black back down into the eye. Then I'm going to get my 3H because it is really light. I'm going to 2H then. Go with the 2H and put that in here. That's fairly light too. In fact, it's the same colour as this, so I think we'll bring this into here as well. Just in little circular motions. I hope you could still hear me while that was blaring out. Oh, and there it goes again. Hopefully you can still hear me. I don't know who it is. It even could be my husband. I doubt it. Something just moved on its own next to me then. And now I'm going to get my blending stump and push this fur hair back, but not pressing hard, just to soften it out into this area here. Blend that line out through his hair, the downside of that highlight. Then he has, I'm going to get a little brush. Use only a very tiny brush head, and I'm going to brush this up into this spare area here because it's really light here. So I'm going to make use of that graphite that's already down. Push it out. I'm going to get my 2H because I am not 100% sure where all these lines are going yet. I know that's that one. That carries on up there. There's a line on the paper, on the picture that's putting me off. So there's a hair coming in here, tiny little hair, so I'm going to leave that hair in. Bring this up. Tiny little fur strokes. And again, fur strokes. Pull it in for his fur strokes. And again, pull it in for the fur strokes. Pull it in. Fur strokes. He's got a eyebrow or eyelash there, 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 and about there. So we'll put them in. Then this is dark here, so I'm going to put down some short hair strokes. With this 2H pencil. Then get my brush again and brush to soften that graphite out, and again make use of it into this area here where it is lighter, and soften those eyelashes out. Soften it all out, all the way around the eye. Eyelashes possibly coming in down through the eye, keeping that bit light because it is lighter. Doesn't matter if you take it onto the body of the dog, because you can use your Tombow Mono eraser to take out your highlights. Brush sometimes comes in useful for quick round the bend movements. You know, if you want to quickly go like this, the brush comes in handy because you can have more of a play around with the graphite, and it is very easy to distinguish because you just tap your kneaded rubber onto the paper and away it's gone. Away it goes. We are getting quite a few dirty marks on this because it's standing around so long, because I'm only doing 1 hour slots on him. He's getting a couple of dirty marks around him, so every now and again just go around your work with your kneaded eraser, preferably not erasing your work. Keep it clean, keep your area clean and the workspace clean, and then you feel more at ease with yourself. So we've got 5 minutes left of this tutorial now, this number 3. I hope you have enjoyed watching me do this main second eye. We will get on to this part next. I think the top of the head and this ear like we did over here, and then we will have I might do the next lesson a little bit longer because I will bring all this bit top of the head into finished bit, so then we can move on to the nose and all that interesting detail around the nostrils. And yeah, he's a cute little guy, isn't he? You can see him shining through now. He's just popped out the sail door now. You can see his eyes now. He's a cute little pup. I desperately want a French bulldog. Oh, if only my husband knew. If only. It's my birthday in May, so hopefully my birthday present will back. I doubt it, but it might. So right, yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Any questions, just feel free to pop them below in the comments. Anything you think, like I said before, if you know of a way that I can get the picture of the reference picture in the top corner for you all to see as I draw, so you can see what I'm drawing at the same time as me, not just the drawing. If you know how I can do that, then other than just cutting a piece out and sticking it and putting it on the paper, actually having it on the video, then yeah, please do, yeah, let me know. So okay, I shall stop babbling and I wish you all safe travels, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, thanks guys, see you later in part 4, no doubt. Ta-da.